Offline.
With all the excitement around DeepSeek R1 V3, I went onto the DeepSeek website to look at the AI benchmarks. There's an overview. There's a situation now where the Chinese have effectively rolled out a large language model, a open sourced AI system running on, ironically for me, a decentralized infrastructure, which goes totally against the idea of centralized private run AI. This is an open, decentralized AI. And ridiculously, all of these billions, hundreds of billions of dollars that have been thrown around in terms of the money it's going to take to build these big AI systems, DeepSeek are claiming, or someone is claiming, that DeepSeek's cost a handful of $1 million to build. And there's a certain group of professionals who need to be really worried about that, massively worried, because I've been through the benchmark data and assuming the benchmark data that's been published is true, I'm going to get into detail about where that came from. And I want to go through the specific benchmarks about where DeepSeek is just absolutely smashing the competition. And a certain area of professionals are going to have to be really worried about that. So looking at what DeepSeek are publishing and what AI benchmarks really are, looking down the list, you can see that within the code area, the benchmarks for DeepSeek are off the chart. And I'm talking, for Codeforces, double OpenAI. In some cases, you're looking at, double, even more than double on against the Amazon technology or the OpenAI technology. And I just wanted to go through very quickly what those benchmarks actually mean. And once you understand what they mean and how high performance DeepSeek is, you'll realize that these claims around AI replacing professionals, well, we just took a huge step towards that, especially as there's no cost. There's no cost in using this technology. So this is one of the most disruptive technology weeks in my career, I would say. So looking at the code benchmarks, number one we can see is this HumanEval, 82.6 versus 80.5. Again, a small increase, but that technology is essentially, this is for code generation. So this is for when you're coding technology or you're writing software, this is where you want to essentially generate new code. This is what developers do. This is what engineers are doing. So it's basically writing functional code. One of the key things, I've heard a lot of is human in the loop on code writing. This specific HumanEval-Mul metric is around functional bug-free code. So, in terms of software developers, software development, we've just seen a huge shift away from paid for AI to a higher performance LLM that is essentially open and free. Second one, live code bench. This is where there's multiple steps within code. So it's how a programming system is effectively problem solving dynamically in much more complex scenarios. Again, you look at this, it's 20% improvement over OpenAI's ChatGPT and the OpenAI software development products. It's crazy. These leaps, especially around the code development area, are huge, huge. Codeforces is the big one. Codeforces is this is more about how AI tackle algorithms, and algorithms we know are being used to process data, distribute content, and within code actually enable code to be dynamic and processing a set of data and inputs to real-time create insight and programmable action. The fact that Codeforces on DeepSeek is double OpenAI's is mind-blowing. I think that we're seeing a huge shift towards AI written code. Developers need to look at what's happening here and realize that we are entering rapidly a developer augmentation phase with AI, but the rate in which this is developing and the amount of buzz around this technology is totally unforeseen. There's one other down in the math benchmark, because obviously code writing is fundamentally math too. And if you look at again the relative performance of DeepSeek versus GPT, it's 4x. Look at a 4x improvement in performance, and these are mathematical modeling, financial calculations. The AIME 2024 benchmark is around the application within finance, the application within science. So again, the mathematical capability of DeepSeek, 1,000 times less to build it, 4x improvement over what is really the benchmark of OpenAI's technology. What an exciting week. Only last week, I had the fortune to sit down with Vebs Kumar, who's the Senior Vice President of Technology at IFS. We talked about DeepSeek. We talked about enterprises who are looking to use DeepSeek. And that was before this whole thing blew up. So go back. I'll put the link in the description below. Please do take the time to listen to Vebs. He's an absolute visionary and ahead in terms of his objective analysis of LLM technology and its application within real business. If I was a developer or someone looking to build financial or mathematical applications, DeepSeek has just absolutely blown the lid off AI, and augmentation is going to be exponentially applied this next 12 months. Thank you for listening. Do like and subscribe. Every subscriber is hugely appreciated and supports the ongoing creation and improvement of content on the channel. Thank you so much. See you soon. Could be tomorrow. Who knows what's going to happen?